Alright, let's go. Ah shit, I forgot to do things. Yeah. Sadly we need to go back to Skyhook. I forgot to do things. What a fucking moron. Shouldn't take long as... Yeah. So what I really need to is switch a few upgrades around. Shouldn't take long. If this piece of shit loads quickly. Which it did. I don't think I truly need to come here, did I? I could have done this in that keep. Maybe I should remember to try that in the future. For some reason I always come back to Skyhold.
Not trying to step on.
This is my safe zone, you could say. The other one was taking Sand Magic, Sand Constitution. Which leaves you with 9 willpower. It is not about staff. It is not better than what I have, for sure. Let's make a thorough comparison. Yeah, no way. Alright. That was it. Almost. Now I sell what I sell. All this. Save. Back to where we were. Now we can do this properly. But yeah, this playthrough has taken a long time. Because
Inquisitor.
Well, even exploring very partially compared to my usual style. I've spent enormous amounts of time just walking. Great. another keep. They look so unimpressive from afar. The flatlands. Okay, there they are.
Good. Whatever's happening has already started. We saw lights coming from the tower.
Blood magic, I'd wager. You can smell it. Or see the corpses. You take point. I'll guard your backs.
Okay. That's more like a shrine.
Wait! No.
Warden Commander Clarel's orders were clear.
This is wrong!
Remember your oath. In war, victory. In peace, vigilance. In death,
I'm sorry.
sacrifice. Good. Now bind it just as I showed you.
Okay.
Inquisitor, what an unexpected pleasure. Lord Livius Edamond of Virantium, at your service.
You're no warden, mage.
But you are. The one Clarel let slip. And you found the Inquisitor and came to stop me. Shall we see how that goes?
Okay. These guys at the Intermage, I will wager my money on that. He had the Inter name. So he's going to die. Blood magic. Summoning demons. Only a Dalish can do that, no one else. And I don't really give a shit about the wardens. They seem willingly... And what did that guy do? It seemed like he tricked the warden into becoming the pet of the demon instead of the other way around. Okay, doesn't matter.
It looks like you've already done some of my work for me.
What, him? We simply needed his blood. Oh, were you hoping to garner sympathy? Maybe make the wardens feel a bit of remorse? Wardens, hands up! Hands down!
Corypheus controls them.
They did this to themselves. You see, the calling had the wardens terrified. They looked everywhere for help.
In desperation, they turned to the Imperium.
Yes, and since it was my master who put the calling into their little heads, we in the Venatori were prepared. I went to Clarel full of sympathy, and together we came up with a plan. Raise a demon army, march into the deep roads, and kill the old gods before they wake.
Okay. I agree with the second and third statement of his phrase. I saw this at Redcliffe. And I did not. What are you talking about? No one said anything about old gods in the future. That demon army. I've never seen a demon army. You tricked them, yes, that's obvious. he basically admitted that I saw this at Redcliffe, did I? I don't remember seeing anything like this. Maybe I didn't, I just don't remember. That was like 100 hours ago. Okay, I'm going with number 1 because number 3 is repeating what he already has said. Number 2, I haven't seen any demon army even in the future or the past or whatever. But maybe I did see something at Redcliffe, I don't remember anymore. Maybe that's how the Elder One became a god, by killing the old gods and taking their powers.
Corypheus marching across Orlais with an army of demons. That was in the future I saw at Redcliffe.
And now you know how it begins. Sadly for the Wardens, the binding ritual I taught their mages has a side effect. They're now my master's slaves. This was a test. Once the rest of the Wardens complete the ritual, the army will conquer Thedas.
Great. Well, this is the real question I want answered.
Why would the Wardens try to kill the old gods?
A blight happens when dark spawn find an old god and corrupt it into an archdemon. If someone fought through the deep roads and killed the old gods before they could be corrupted, poof, no more blights, ever. The Wardens sacrificed their lives and saved the world.
But why would
That's
the
madness.
Venatori?
For all we know, killing the old gods could make things even worse.
Well then, it's a good thing I'm taking this demon army off their hands.
That's the most stupid question I've ever seen. Who doesn't know that? I wanted to know, why did the Venatori want to destroy the old gods? Of course I know why would the Grey Wardens want to kill them, that's obvious. Plain as the tattoo on my face. Then let's ask, what's in it for the Venatori? Let's hope this is the question.
Do you really want to see the world fall to the Blight? What do you get out of this?
The Elder One commands the Blight. He is not commanded by it, like the mindless Darkspawn. The Blight is not unstoppable or uncontrollable. It is simply a tool.
He's a tool.
As for me, while the Elder One rules from the Golden City, we, the Venatori, will be his god kings here in the world.
Okay. So Corypheus wants to start a light. He wants to taint the old gods with Grey Wardens? Is that what he's trying to do? This conversation seems a little bit disjointed.
So Corypheus influenced the Wardens and made them do this ritual.
Made them? No! Everything you see here, the blood sacrifices to bind the demons, the Wardens did it of their own free will. Fear is a very good motivator, and they were very afraid. You should have seen Clarel agonize over the decision. Burdens of command, I suppose.
Okay.
Why would Clarel risk using demons?
Demons need no food, no rest, no healing. Once bound, they will never retreat, never question orders. They are the perfect army to fight through the deep roads. Or across Orlais. Now they are bound to my master.
Alright, time to kill this asshole. Hopefully not die. Yeah. The Winter Mage, Blood Mage, ally of Corypheus, Venatori, Hardliner, he needs to die.
That's all I needed to know.
Oh, please.
Shit!
The Elder One showed me how to deal with you in the event you're foolish enough to interfere again. That mark you bear, the anchor that lets you pass safely through the veil, you stole that from my master. He's been forced to seek other ways to access the faith.
What?
When I bring him your head, his gratitude will be... Ah! Kill them!
What is going on? Okay.
So, that went well.
As you feared, the mages who completed the ritual are under the thrall of Corypheus.
And the Warden warriors? Oh, of course. It's not real blood magic until someone gets sacrificed.
Of course it isn't. What are they talking about? Walking the faith? Well, the Grey Wardens are insane, obviously. And they are now controlled by Corypheus, so... They are beyond redemption, I would say.
The mages killed their fellow wardens. Nothing can justify that.
I don't care about justification. It's past time to take arms against the Wardens and stop this madness.
Despite their lack of wisdom, they acted out of necessity.
All blood mages do. Everyone has a story they tell themselves to justify bad decisions. And it never matters. In the end, you are always alone with your actions.
In the direction Eramon fled, the only structure of note is an abandoned Warden fortress, Adamant. I suspect we'll find the Wardens there. I suppose it's fortunate a friend once gave me some old maps.
Okay. Well, I do have to say it was excellent work. We killed those guys fast. And he already knows where to go, so...
Good thinking.
The Warden and I will scout out Adamant and confirm that the other Wardens are there. We'll meet you back at Skyhold.
That was quick. Grey whiskey, right wine, conscription ale, auto mark, vintage warden, Evalal, griffon wing ale. Okay. A letter found on a Grey Warden mage, Michelin. I don't trust this ritual Clarelli is talking about. Are you sure it is safe? Have you ever used blood magic? I don't care what the chantry says. I thought they would approve of the joining if they knew everything about us. But my family fought the winter slavers near the Order. This Erimon sounds like everything that's wrong with the Imperium. I will be waiting for you when you get back. If you can look me in the eye and tell me that this ritual is safe, I want to speak of it again. If not, just come back safe, please, Chernoff. Walking in the Faith. Could that be what those elves did in the knoll? What was that knoll called? The Empire of the Mask. Ritual Tower. Many dangerous structures litter the wastelands of the southwestern Orlais. In the age before the First Blight, the Imperium expanded through the south at an incredible rate, and the lands farthest from Minrathus became home to great many sites dedicated to magical experimentation, taking advantage of natural weaknesses in the Vale, as well as the distance from the Archon's oversight to try ever more dangerous fields of study. As with Eonar in Ferelden, the laboratories of Orlais were set upon by the followers of Andraste during the uprising, and little remains of them now save crumbled stone. Empire and the Imperium by Sister Petrine. Okay, go back to Skyhold. Isn't that amazing? The Gate of the Gardens. And as I walked in the desert, I saw a great armored figurine whose form floated out of the sky. At first I thought it to be no more than met the eye. A simple spiked statue, but as soon as I approached, this deceptive icon transformed into a warrior as graceful as it was massive. Its bladed staff leveled at me with energy crackling from its tip. Though my position was hardly optimal, primal magic burned a few feet from my face, I kept my wits and asked this mighty golem to show me mercy. The armored figure spoke with a voice to make the sky quake and the stars scream. It sought magic to keep itself alive, it said, and the blood of the earth was the energy on which it survived. Having knowledge of the dwarves and the lyrium they provided our mages, I directed the golem to the mage Athronis, who lived in the nearby Perivantium, and it left without another word. That is the inspiration for the Gate Gardens I have designed. A fanciful tale as it might seem. As for why, I've asked that each garden cast from my designs be inset with a small lyrium rod. It must primarily state that it is merely fancy. If Archon Ishnal, gentle autocrat that he is, sees fit to ensure that my statues are known across the Empire, I hear that one shall stand in the western approach. I would treasure the small hope that one day I might see one walk again. A tale told by Appius Trios, famed sculptor, whose creations always sparked the imagination of those who beheld them, from artists of ancient Inter. It's a crazy story. So we're done with the western approach? Now we still have to go further south. Let's do that before I head back to Skyhold. This is madness. Walk the Fade. The Fade. What could they mean with that? Do they mean physically step into a Fade? Isn't that what destroyed the Golden Seed in the first place? The Surveyor. This mining equipment has been abandoned for a very long time. Not even the scavengers have disturbed it. Okay. A rift. Well, I should be able to quickly deal with all these people. sword, it seems. Yeah. Well, I hope the rest of the game is like that. But I sincerely doubt it. The Nasairis Pass. Okay. Fucking bastards. In the end, I don't even see the enemy anymore. The researcher. Okay.
Inquisitor.
Griffon Wing Monument. In honor of the wings of adamant, the brave griffons who gave their lives in service to keep the light at bay in death sacrifice. Where the hell is this guy?
Visitors, thank the Maker. It's been so long since I've spoken to anyone. Have you come to observe the wildlife too?
Not
I think
really.
I found your supplies. A dead man out in the desert had these on him.
Dead? Blessed Andraste. What about Marcus or Jeannette? This is terrible news. I am Frederic of Serrault, foremost researcher of draconology in Orlais.
Ah,
I
fuck.
came here with an expedition from the university. But the others are all missing, and our work has been halted. White Claw raiders made off with much of our supplies. You will help me reclaim the equipment, will you not? You will champion the advancement of science.
Apparently I already did.
You're a scholar. What can you tell me about this region?
The Western approach is a remarkable place, as you are no doubt aware. Many magnificent creatures make their home here. Vargusts, dragons, phoenixes. They thrive where few others can. The land was poisoned by the Second Blight. The Warden Fortress has stood since that time. Before the Blight, the ancient Imperium ruled here. Actually, I saw some Tevinters recently. Studying the runes, perhaps.
Tell me about yourself.
I am a professor at the University of Orlais. I have made it my life's work to write the definitive monograph on the hunting habits of dragons and their closest kin. On this trip alone, I have produced 20 scrolls of notes. More scholarship than has ever been done on the Southern Vargest. But my hope, my great ambition, is to observe the abyssal high dragon taking her prey. A sight no scholar has ever recorded.
I don't really care if he's safe or not.
I have the supplies you were waiting for right here.
Now that I have my recipes back, I'll be able to concoct a bait the high dragon cannot resist. I have most of what I need, but I still need to gather quillback intestines and a phoenix's tail feather. Return whenever you like. I'm always glad of the company of a fellow scholar.
Alright. So what now? Red lyrium. And something for black. No? Nagul can suck it. Let's go for the red lyrium. talk to this guy anyway.
After more than 30 days, I have yet to observe the abyssal high dragon in... Oh, yes? Can I assist you?
You study dragons. I'd be interested in hearing more about that.
Oh, they are fascinating and little understood creatures, thought extinct for centuries. Now they seem to be making a comeback. The Nevarrans wrote extensively on breeding and nesting behavior, but high dragon hunting patterns have never been studied. I would be most interested if you come across any Gurn corpses that might be victims of dragon attacks.
We'll have to speak some other time.
Okay. Yeah, the main quest apparently it's postponed for a little bit. I'll finish exploring this place before I go to Adamant. Seems.
Who put all this here? Venatori?
Doubtful. Shimmers don't mind, the ground here trembles slightly underfoot. Let's see what's down there. Apparently a long fall. For example, one instance where I think Solus's focus ability could be useful, it's against a dragon, since they are big and they stand still mostly in a single place. It is possible to attack a dragon with that and don't hit my companions. For example, could be useful. Discover the wastes. Well, everything seems like a waste to me. Wasteland. I don't really see the need to differentiate the western approach from the hissing wastes. To be completely honest, they are basically deserts, spawning a great canyon. Well, it seems I've been herded down here.
The end must be nearby.
Let's go to that shit. Seems like there is nothing here. Well, that's a terrifying sound. Scorched earth. What the hell is that? I'm not going to step on it. Maybe there is a volcano or something. Who the hell knows? Okay, so we need to enter the cave. Royal Mage's note. Just keep staring at me. I had to go. Okay. Creation of a phylactery. We let the boys rest the first night they brought him to the White Spire. I convinced Knight Commander Belrose to delay the ritual till the morning. The journey was long and the lad could barely keep his eyes open, poor thing. I was certain escape was the furthest thing from his mind. Medivh found him a clean cot in with the other young apprentices, and when I came in with supper, he was already fast asleep. In the morning, I showed Medivh how the file, whatever, was to be prepared. First, a simple charm to preserve and protect the glass, then a spell that to keep the blood from forming dark clots. The last step could only be completed with the apprentices present. I sent a young Templar recruit off with the message that we were ready. The boy was escorted to a chamber by Belrose himself. I could tell he had just been awakened. There was a smear of dirt from in his face, perhaps from the road. I called the boy to me and cleaned his cheek with my spit, and as I explained the ritual. We have to take your blood, I said, because you are special, and we don't want you to be lost. If that happens, I won't be able to have sex with you in the future. I let Medivh take the lancet this time. The tremor in my hands was worse than that day, and I didn't want to make the cut too deep. I held the boy close, and Medivh made a small, neat incision in his palm, exactly as instructed. I felt the boy struggle, and I liked it. He tried to pull away, but Medivh gripped his hand firmly, letting the blood run into the vial. Then Medivh cast a spell, like we practiced. Within the vial, the blood churned and grew right in the presence of the mage whom it was bound. 2. It was done. Another phylactery, another link forged. He was leashed to the White Spire. The boy could not look away from the glow. He was enthralled. And the pain and the tears were forgotten. See, this is magic, I said to him. When you are older, I'll show you all about it. Belrus let the boy hold his phylactery for several minutes before he locked it away in the chamber. From the memoirs of Enchanter Riva Clay, 872 blessed. Nice. Chantry logbook. We so far cannot confirm that Faramond has had any luck attracting spirits at all. It may not be possible for the spirits in the Fate to even see someone who has so long been a tranquil. He wishes to continue experiments. We will stay and observe until he is ready to leave. Ah, now I see where we are. We are actually in a location from that book I've been speaking out. This must be around the circle, where the Tranquil summoned the demon or was possessed by the demon. Okay. Although in the book they made it sound like it was a big keep. Maybe they couldn't translate that. Or maybe we are going to that keep. Maybe that is Adamant Fortress. Okay, it seems there is no way to get here from the south. So I'm going back to this location and then head left, not right, and
Into report, sir.
we should be done with this place.
After more than 30 days, I have yet to return whenever you like. I'm always glad of the company of a fellow scholar.
Great. Okay, I don't give a shit about Blackwell and his bullshit. I'm going to close that rift and record the artifact. If he doesn't like it, then he can suck it. Well, isn't this neat? Time to show those demons who's boss. What? The rift is actually open, isn't it? That is surprising. Didn't expect that to be a case. Doesn't look open to me. Someone is missing. Well, Poncho, I think it's because I'm extremely overpowered that it looks easy. I think they were expecting me to reach this place level 14 or something along those lines.
I think Blackwall would have liked to have been here for this.
Yeah, Blackwall would have loved to be a man. But he's a boy with a big mustache. Hello, Elite Gamer, how are you? Grey whiskey, right wine, conscription ale, vintage warden urn, smash when dead. Okay, let's gather the rest of the shards and it's off to where? The Skyhold for a conference with the advisors, it seems. A summit of the Grand Council of the Inquisition, it seems. Or the Inner Circle, better known as the Inner Circle. Ah, gold insanity. He is a true role player. Sadly, these days I can barely even cast myself, much less watch someone else. Okay, I can see the thing there. There we go. He has a great job discussing his roleplay. I think that aspect of Lass's stream he will certainly appropriate from him for himself. I am not that willing to discuss, to change my RP on the fly. But that makes for great interactivity, doesn't it? Okay, off to a Skyhold, or what? Are you serious? Holy fuck. Well, if only I had met him 10 hours ago. Okay, I'm not going to eat any dragons. I said I would only fight dragons if they defend rifts. That's what I plan to. Alright, let's see what people want at the Skyhold. Give me a second, please.